this opening round series. Morant. Oh! A jawbreaker!
Over $500,000 watches, $2 million supercars. Ja Morant is currently worth over $80 million. The big question is, what's Ja spending his money on? When you see Ja Morant walk into your store, just tell your mama you've made it. He'd literally buy almost everything.
Get up! Oh!
When basketball players get their first contract, they tend to go a bit crazy. However, Ja Morant took things to a whole different level with a jewelry spending spree. As a rookie, Ja spent around $35,000 on a diamond grill. And since that's something any first-round rookie could easily afford, it was no big deal. However, the Grizzly star was only just warming up for when he'd become a superstar. When he leveled up, his jewelry game leveled up as well. Ja then bought something no one in the NBA could afford or that you could find anywhere in the world. Right here is the first ever flawless hybrid blue diamond grill. And as expected, a lot of people were wowed anytime Ja put this on. Ja spent a total sum of $85K on this grill, and this explains why he's always posting on IG anytime he visits any jewelry shop. You can't be spending this whopping amount on grills and not want to post for the world to see. You might be thinking Ja spends a lot on his teeth. Well, he spends more on his neck. Ja Morant is a big lover of chains and necklaces, which he spends hundreds of thousands on at Icebox, his favorite jewelry store. Ja currently holds the record for the highest NBA player spender at Icebox. All thanks to his friendship with Icebox and Gunna, who convinced him to buy this expensive piece of jewelry after they ran into each other at the store.
Won't leave you all black though. Hold up.
Ja Morant has spent over $89K on chains, $240,000 on iced watches, and even got an $11,000 necklace for his sister. It didn't end there. The 2022 NBA's most improved player even bought a custom chain with his jersey number and a custom box to go with it, spending more than $500K on jewelry. But even with over $500K spent on jewelry, it is nothing compared to his car collection. Ja Morant's first car was something pretty simple, which he kept till this day. It was an all-red Mercedes C-Class that cost around 30 grand. But this car you're looking at is the cheapest car the 2020 Rookie of the Year has in his garage. Right here is the 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, all-black Dodge Charger 392 Scat Pack. Ja Morant bought this monster of a vehicle for a little over $50K. He even requested that the interior be customized with a red interior and Forgiato rims. When he shared some pictures of the beast car on IG, Kevin Durant couldn't resist showing the post some love. This Dodge Charger can go as fast as 175 miles an hour. However, driving a car this fast comes with its own downside. Ja became addicted to buying cars. You can see him speeding in his Audi in the morning, which costs $90K, and by night, he's up in his Aston Martin Vantage, which costs $142K. Even at that, Ja wasn't satisfied until he got a Ferrari Roma, the fastest car currently in his garage. As expected, the fastest car in his garage would cost more than $142K. Ja got this Ferrari for about $220K, but the shocking thing is, this wasn't the most expensive car in his garage. In fact, the most expensive car in his garage almost made people think he died. Out of nowhere, Ja began developing a love for Rolls-Royce. And to show you how much he fell in love with the luxury brand, Ja didn't buy only one, but two, and had them fully customized. Each cost about $350K, but the day he allowed someone else to drive his Rolls-Royce, he nearly lost his life in the process. Out of nowhere, Ja posted a heartbreaking video of his damaged Rolls-Royce, but he was grateful that he wasn't injured. Driving a $90,000 Audi, a $142,000 Aston Martin Vantage, a $220,000 Ferrari Roma, and two Rolls-Royces worth over $700K might be a lot of extravagant spending. But what if I told you that Ja has spent more than that on donations and gifts? Morant might look like the guy who only cares about making money.
What would it take for you to be like, okay, you know what? I will do this?
$1 million.
But deep down, he's got a good heart. He has always had it in his mind to pay back the people who helped him while he was just starting out. When Ja was awarded a rookie contract extension of $193 million, one of the first things he did was get rollies for all his teammates, which cost him over $200,000. However, his gifts and donations are not restricted to only the people he knows. When Morant meets new people, he's always eager to show them some love. And many of these good deeds have made the news, like the time he randomly tipped a waitress $500.
What's your name?
Ja Morant.
There was one time Morant found out that a young girl attended all his games for years in a quest to get every single player's signature, including Ja's, on a basketball, only for a group of thieves to steal it. He requested her info and surprised her with some expensive gifts. After his next game, he took off his shoes and jersey, signed both of them, and handed them over to her. A game-worn Morant jersey like that sells for over $20,000. Those presents might be worth a ton, but his fans were beyond priceless, especially when Ja tweeted that giving them to her was the highlight of his night. Pretty heartwarming story if you ask me. Almost immediately after being drafted, Morant made it a mission to help out the Memphis community. He once handed out free pizzas at a local gas station. In 2019, when Ja heard that families were struggling all over Memphis, he promised to make a massive change to the community. A day before his 20th birthday, Ja solicited funds from his fans to donate to the Boys and Girls Club to help struggling kids, adding that he would match their donations up to $10,000. But this was the beginning of giving back to the community. Not long after the donation, he bought hundreds of coats and blessed an entire school with $100 gift cards and backpacks. He also felt everyone in the community deserves an opportunity to play basketball.
Just to show, that, I care and do whatever I can to, make their lives better and also, give back to the city of Memphis.
And led a court refurbishment project with Coca-Cola, rebuilding and fixing dozens of basketball courts, with each costing at least $15,000. 13,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a game room, a room dedicated to signed player-worn jerseys, and a beautiful view of a nearby lake. Ja Morant's mansion is everything you want in a house. As you'd expect in any dunker's home, Ja also has a basketball court, movie theater, and a pool where he and the guys chill. He got the house in Eads, Tennessee, just shortly after he inked a 5-year, $193 million contract extension with the Memphis Grizzlies. The mansion he bought for himself cost Ja around $3 million. And the best part? He bought the house right next to his for his parents to stay in, making them neighbors. This ended up costing an additional $1.3 million.
Hey, Pops, we neighbors now.
But if you can't find Ja in his $3 million mansion, he's probably in the air flexing.
All-Star G12 right here, man. But we lit, Pop. You hear me, Pop? Look.
Ja Morant's biggest purchase is a Phenom 300 G12. The private jet can accommodate 9 passengers and is a perfect place for the NBA star to count his millions. The jet cost him over $13 million. Yeah, 13.
What are they? Black. Want everything black.
The jet features a black-on-black paint job with a luxurious and detailed interior that I'm sure will meet all his needs. He can pick and choose when and where he wants to fly and with who. One can only imagine the freedom that comes with owning your own private jet. I believe by now you have a better idea of how Ja Morant spent his millions. Honestly, I don't know any other NBA player doing it as big as Morant. On second thought, maybe I do.